and Jared Bear on the NFL Week 14-13 recap.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're predicting, was it Week 14 you said?
Yeah, we're predicting Week 14 and recapping Week 13.
Oh, yes, we are. Hopefully, guys do enjoy this video. If you do, drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's get started. All right, so you want to talk about Week 13 first, you said?
Yes. All right, so going into the Week 14 matchup where we're going to recap the Week 13. The Steelers last week. Last week. The Ravens. The Steelers did a little bit better. I mean, you can't be too mad with everyone who they have injured. At the end of the day, they still showed out. Lamar Jackson choked as usual. Steelers are going on like a little bumpy path, but I feel like they have a good shot against the Vikings, to be honest. They just have to kind of, I guess, have Minka locked down. The Vikings are they're all over the place. They're just either they're there or they're not. So it just kind of who's there and who's not for this week, because it's just kind of, you can't even predict anything because they both kind of having like a very bumpy ride these last few weeks.
Yeah, the Vikings just lost to the Lions, right? The Lions never won a game until this past Sunday. So congrats to the Lions. They're not going to lose every game, but they did tie one game. So good for them. Good for them.
I guess the Steelers, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Now, who's going to win this Sunday? I had to pick, I think, or it's actually Thursday night game. It's a Thursday night game. If I had to pick, I would go with the Steelers. I think the Steelers just have a better roster. Mike Zimmer, I don't trust him as a head coach recently. And Mike Tomlin has been a winning head coach in this league for many years. So I think the Steelers are going to win this Thursday night after the Vikings just fell off last week. They should have won that game. They blew it and lost to the Lions. So I got the Steelers in this one.
Listen, I got the complete opposite of you. I feel like the Steelers defense cannot hold Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen's hurt.
Wait, what happened?
Adam Thielen's hurt. He hurt his ankle. He's not going to be in this game.
Well, they still got Jefferson, and I don't see anyone. And then their backup running back, Madison, because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he is good.
Yet.
Madison is good.
Very good. So if TJ can keep pulling numbers out of his ass, you can bleep that out. There'll be a better game. But until then, I don't see just a single receiver. I just can't see them covering him, to be honest with you.
Okay, so I got the Steelers. Jared has the Vikings. Now we're going to move on to the next game of the week. The Saints versus the Jets. Sunday at 1 o'clock. All right, the Saints, the Taysom Hill experience last week, god-awful.
Terrible.
It was decent in the beginning of the game, but then when Taysom Hill needed to come back and win for the Saints, interception. 4 picks last week. God-awful. I know he's playing with a fucked up finger, but it's okay. They're playing the Jets this week. They have a chance. Zach Wilson lost last week to the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Jets actually have a chance, though, against the Saints team. We still don't know if Alvin Kamara is going to come back. I want him to come back. He's on my fantasy team. Hasn't played in like 4 weeks. So, I don't know. This one's a toss-up for me. What's your thoughts on this game?
Honestly, I was just going to point out the Taysom Hill experience is it's like a vacation you never want to go on again, but unfortunately you got to go on it again. And you just got to hope that he can throw the ball just without it getting picked. I mean, honestly, the Jets are just a few good players away from being a decent team. Zach Wilson just doesn't have enough time to get anything done because of their O-line. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Jets have a pretty good shot at it, to be honest.
So who you got in this one?
Oh, the Jets. That's my upset of the week.
I agree. The Jets. Jets are going to get the job done. The Saints, I don't trust Taysom Hill. I feel like Trevor Siemian is a better quarterback at this point. After what I saw last week, he's just out of position right now, Taysom Hill. I don't view him as a quarterback. I view him as that gadget guy. And after what we saw last week, and with his hurt finger, I don't think he's going to deliver this Sunday. And I got the Jets in upset of the week, just like you. Now,
definitely.
Falcons, Panthers. Is Cam Newton really back? Is he really back? We're gonna find out this week. He's taking on the Falcons. Matty Ice. They got Kyle Pitts. Calvin Ridley still not in the lineup. Cordell Patterson is gonna be playing in this game. McCaffrey is out for the season. All right. I think the Falcons are the better team right now, and the Panthers are gonna lose this game.
I got to disagree with you right there because I feel like the Panthers have a very talented roster. Cam Newton, very questionable. But at the end of the day, if they got to pull him, they got that quarterback they got from the XFL. I forget his name, but I think it's PJ Walker.
Yeah,
He's still a
I don't
decent
trust
quarterback.
him.
But then
You might think he's decent, but I don't trust him.
On the flip side, though, I believe this is a very controversial opinion. Cordero Patterson is the best, most valuable. No, he's not best. Most valuable running back in the NFL, just because of his versatility. You don't see a lot of running backs like, you know what I mean? Because think about it, without Cordero Patterson, they wouldn't be able to do half the stuff they would be able to do during the season with just a regular running back, when he's really a receiver.
I agree. He's
And
been playing like that this year.
He's very versatile. And AJ Terrell, their corner, has been locking stuff down. But at the end of the day, you have DJ Moore, and then you have Robbie Anderson, and then you have Terrence Marshall Jr., who they just drafted. I feel like the Falcons' defense isn't going to be able to hold that, to be honest. So my pick's the Panthers.
All right. Well, we got different opinions about this game. I'm going with the Falcons. Jerry Bear's going with the Panthers. That's fine. And we're going to see what happens this week. But next up, your favorite team, the Seahawks, going up against the shitty Texans. I think the Seahawks win this one. The Texans are god-awful. They have Davis Mills now in the lineup with Tyrod Taylor hurt. He got something wrong. I don't know what it is. I forget. But the Seahawks, they won last week. They beat the Niners. Those games always go to the final minutes. And with Tyler Lockett playing pretty decent last week, Adrian Peterson, future Hall of Famer, scoring in that game, I think you're the better team. Russell Wilson, the better quarterback, obviously. And this should be a blowout, but at the same time, it could be close. So I got the Seahawks, and I hope they win by a lot.
Let me tell you right now, it's going to be a close game for the simple fact that every team that's terrible that we have versed this season has always been close. The 49ers game should not have been close. Gerald Everett fumbled like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And that's just really hard on defense. We have Jamal Adams out. We have one of our starting D tackles out. We have 2 starting linemen questionable for this week. Even though the Texans aren't the best, you can't if they play really good, even if they suck, they will beat a team that's really good that's just not prepared. So
yep.
I want
They've done it this year.
The good thing about last week is I saw Russ actually reading his keys better, feeling more confidence. The week before this, I think he targeted DK once, and at least last week, he targeted him like 6 or 7 times. So at least you're seeing he's getting his confidence back, but he just has to really keep on his stuff and just trust in his offense. I mean, I feel like the Texans they don't have the ability to compete with us, but if we give them the ability to compete with us, then we're over. I'm going to say it's going to be a close game, but we win. I'll say by 10 points, 10-14.
I hope so. I really hope so. All right. Next game, Raiders, Chiefs. Now, the Raiders, I believe they lost last week. The Chiefs, they won on Sunday Night Football against the Denver Broncos. And I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been playing great, but the Chiefs are the better team. And the last time the Chiefs played the Raiders, do you remember what happened? 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes. He lit them up. Darrell Williams went off this game, and Tyreek Hill went off. I think they're going to do the same thing again. The Raiders, they got some upset wins recently against the Cowboys and other teams, but I think the Chiefs are going to win this game and take control of that division.
Yeah, the problem is with the Raiders, they lost Damon Arnett to that charge or whatever that he got suspended off the team. That was a very, very big blow. I love Derek Carr as a quarterback, but I just don't see him just doing much, to be honest with you. He just doesn't have – he has Darren Waller. Josh Jacobs is on and off, but overall the Chiefs' defense is just – they actually have their defense for once, I'm going to say, is actually pretty scary.
Yeah, their defense comes alive later in the year. That's just how it's been recently. I don't know what it is. Steve
especially
Spagnuolo
Melvin
just
Ingram.
does something. Yeah.
He actually made a pretty good impact, and I was very shocked. Like I didn't even know he was on the team. I completely
Yeah,
forgot.
that was a good acquisition by them for sure.
Definitely. So I feel like they're getting there. I mean, I feel like the Raiders shouldn't be counted out, but at the end of the day, I feel like the Chiefs are going to win.
All right. We both agree on that game. Happy about that. Now, this is another tough game to talk about. Ravens Browns. The Ravens are coming off a loss to the Steelers, and the Browns, I believe, are coming off a bye week. It is a division game. These games are always close, and I honestly think the Browns are going to win this game with the help of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in that backfield and that offensive line. I think that is the game changer right there with the run attack. It's just awesome with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I think that's just too much for the Ravens, and the Ravens lose this game to the Browns.
I got 100% agree with you on that point. And also, Marlon Humphrey's out for the year.
Yeah.
He's been getting burnt more than Anthony. He's just very he was having a very off year. I feel like I want to compare that to like Darius Slay last year.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I just feel like the Browns are gonna just overpower. I mean, Donovan Peoples Jones, Jarvis Landry. It's kind of hard to contain both of them. The new rookie they got that's like the track star. I just feel
Yeah.
like the Ravens, if they keep doing what they're doing, they're not gonna get that far. I mean, last week kind of proved it, but overall, I think if Baker doesn't sell, and at least if he could just hand the ball off, throw 2 yard passes, at least he'll do something.
Yeah,
But
just
other
do
than
what
that,
Mac Jones did last night. Pretty simple
exactly.
stuff. Yeah. Just manage the game. So you got the Browns. I got the Browns. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. That's what I thought. Now we got an NFC East game. The Cowboys going against Washington. Now, Cowboys are the better team on paper, but the way Washington has been playing recently makes me want to pick Washington here. Taylor Heineke has been delivering. Antonio Gibson has been playing elite level stuff these past few weeks. And I think with the momentum Washington has, they're going to go in there and beat the Dallas Cowboys this week. I really do. The Cowboys, Dak Prescott's been shaky the last few weeks. Like the Saints were in that game the whole time, even though Taysom Hill threw 4 picks. I don't think they could do that against this Washington team. I really don't. So I have Washington winning this week against the Cowboys and making this a fun division race.
I gotta disagree with you there. I feel like Dak is just gonna keep on rolling. They're not gonna contain their receiving core at all. Michael Gallup is emerging as an elite receiver right now, very underrated.
I agree with that.
Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, self-explanatory. The only reason why they beat the Seahawks, and I'm gonna keep saying it again, Russell should not have been playing that game. He did not read the defense at all, and the fact that the Washington was on the field as much as they did, when we weren't even in their red zone for about a quarter and a half, and they only put up that amount of numbers. I mean, at the end of the day, you try to do that to Dak, who has a great old line at the moment. Zeke is on and off. Pollard is popping off. I mean, I don't see them holding that their offense the same way they did at Seattle, to be honest with you.
All right. I got Washington. Jared's got the Cowboys. It's going to be a fun game. I think it'll be a close game.
Oh,
You think
definitely.
that? All right. At least we agree on that. Now, the Jaguars and the Titans. Now, this is another divisional game, but the Jaguars suck, and the Titans have been sucking recently. I don't know. I could see the Jaguars winning this game, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like the Titans will win. They're the better team. They're the better coach team. They got a better roster. Dontrell Hilliard, I believe his name. He popped off the week before the bye.
Oh
I
yeah.
know the Titans have a lot of injuries, but the coaching and them having a better roster overall, I think will beat this Jaguars team. All the Jaguars really have is who? James Robinson, who kind of sucked last game. Trevor Lawrence, who's okay this rookie season, nothing special. I think
Yeah.
the Titans win this game so then they could stay afloat in the AFC playoff hunt.
So I agree with you there with the Titans. I just you can't count Marvin Jones, Laviska Shenault. I know like Laviska Shenault, no, not a lot of people know who he is. He's a very underrated receiver. He will hurt you. Either I compare him to a lesser Deebo Samuel. I mean, he can kind of do basically almost anything. The Jaguars play calling sucks, so I don't know if you're going to see that much. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. The Titans should win. I mean, if they don't, that's kind of an eye opener. The Jaguars defense is not like that. Their offense is definitely not like that. But overall, Titans, they have to win this, and if they don't, that's just going to be disappointing.
Yeah, I think the Titans are the better team. The Jaguars haven't been playing great. I know they upset the Bills earlier this year with their Josh Allen, but I don't think they're going to win this game. I really don't. Now we got my favorite team. I don't want to talk about them, but we have to. The Giants versus the Chargers. I think Jake Fromm is set to start in this game. Jake Fromm, he has never played an NFL game. He just signed off the practice squad for the Buffalo Bills. And we have to go to LA and take on Justin Herbert and these damn Chargers. We are going to lose. Our offense cannot compete with this Chargers team. It just cannot. Our offensive line, dog shit. Saquon cannot do anything. He runs into a wall every time he gets the ball. It is god awful. They do not know how to use Kenny Galladay, and all our other receivers are hurt, like Kadarius Toney, Sterling Shepard. All we have is Darius Slayton, and another guy off the practice squad named Cooper. Like, we got all these bums. Daniel Jones can't stay healthy right now. Play one fucking game. The Giants are going to lose this game. Jake Fromm, he's probably just going to hand the ball off. That I don't see him throwing a lot of balls in this game. He's going to probably manage a game like Mac Jones did. And if he throws the ball, they're going to be inaccurate. I don't trust him right now. Chargers, they got a great team. Austin Heckler. Keenan Allen might be out for this game with COVID. Mike Williams. They got other receivers that I can't name right now. And they got Jared Cook. Their team is better. Their defense is better. Joey Bosa might not be playing in this game. But I have the Chargers on top of the Giants. And it's going to be a blowout.
Oh, I 100% agree with you on that. I feel like you guys are going to give Derwin James a little field day, and not for nothing, Asante Samuel, he's gonna pick off Jake Fromm. I mean, it's just he's been a great rookie season, just very under the sheets. He's not a lot of people talk about him. Everyone's focused on Surtain, but I feel like you gotta watch out for him. Derwin James, best safety in the NFL. He can do it all. I stand by what I said. I just feel like you guys are going to give him a nice little field day.
Yeah, it's going to be a blowout game. Giants just need to reevaluate themselves after the year and figure out what the fuck to do. They got 2 top 10 picks. Make something out of them. Fire the GM. Get some new people up there in the office and make some good decisions because recently we've been sucking. Haven't won a playoff game since the Super Bowl. That's 10 years ago. All right? Lions, Broncos. Lions won last week. They did. They beat the Vikings. But will they beat the Broncos? Hell no. The Broncos. I know they lost to the Chiefs, but I like that Broncos defense right now.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes did not look great against his Broncos defense, but the Broncos are the better team here. They're going to beat the Lions. Congrats to the Lions for winning last week. That's probably going to be your last win of the year. Broncos on top of the Lions.
I wouldn't count him out, but overall, I have the Lions losing. I mean, the Broncos running back, I think it's Javonte Williams.
Dude, he's a
Great few
baller.
runs.
He's a
Great few
baller.
runs. Cortland Sutton lived way under expectations last game. So did Tim Patrick, especially with his new contract. It was Jerry Jeudy popped off a little bit, but when you have Pro Bowl talent in quotes and you're paying them all this money, you expect at least a few better catches than what Cortland Sutton did. And then if you get someone a new contract during the season, you expect that receiver to at least have a good few yards. I think he had 1 catch for 3 yards or something. So
Yeah.
they definitely
got to
have
utilize
to
them
get
better.
together. But overall, the Lions should be losing this. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a little close.
Yeah, they literally celebrated that win like a Super Bowl. It was ridiculous. Like, come on now. You barely beat the Vikings. Last play of the game. I know it was your first one, but god damn. That's just sad. That's just sad. All right, now we got the 49ers versus the Bengals. I know who you want to win this game. I know he wants to
Oh,
win this game. But
oh,
do you think they're going to win this game?
yeah. Okay, so Joe Burrow last week, I don't know if you saw the meme with his pinky. That thing was bigger than my thumb.
Oh,
So
yeah.
hats off to Joe Burrow for playing with it. Overall, they just had a pretty bad week. You could see it. I mean, it wasn't his fault. Jamar Chase dropped the ball that was clearly intercepted. I mean, it was a great interception by the defense, but it was little key things like that messed them up. I mean, they have the talent to at least make it far in the playoffs. It's just little dumb mistakes they just have to kind of clean up. And I know we used to always like meme about the O-line, but they've been doing pretty good for Joe Burrow, to be honest with you. I mean, not too good, but they're playing decent
Better
enough
than
for them to
last
have a
year.
winning record.
Yes.
So
So you got
honestly,
the Bengals?
oh, the Bengals on top. They're going to beat the 49ers. Clean and simple.
All right. Now, I'm going to disagree with you. I think the Niners are going to win this game. Elijah Mitchell has been playing out of this world recently. George Kittle last game. He is a monster. He is a monster.
Okay, that touchdown pass that when he tight ripped the sideline, that was great. That was a great
That was
play.
amazing.
The other play, the other touchdown that he got, the 30-yard touchdown, that was just a blown coverage by our safety. Because you could see it, he was all the way back. A corner's not going to be on the tight end. He just recognized the play and tried to go back, and great play calling. But overall, I mean, that tightrope play was one of the plays of the game. I mean,
that
it
was
was the play of
special.
the game. Oh, he is.
Yes. He is special. And I know the Bengals, I think this is an evenly matched up game right here. All right. But I feel like the Niners, with the more experience they have on their roster and their coaching experience, will make them win this game. Joe Burrow, I think, will be put in tough decisions because that Niners defense, they're not bad. They're pretty good, I think. And I think the Niners will win this game. It's going to be a close game. Don't get me wrong there. But I feel like the Niners are going to edge them out in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I think. We got our own opinions. It is what it is. Now this game.
I respect. I mean, once they lose, I would be happy because my Seahawks will be in a better position to make the playoffs, even though we don't deserve it.
You don't want to go to playoffs. You don't want to do that.
But the only reason why I want it to happen is because Russ, I believe, has never missed a playoff run since he got drafted, if I'm not mistaken. So
I don't know about that.
You gotta
look that one up.
I think that's what it was, but you gotta let him. You know what I mean? Gotta let Russ be Russ.
Yeah, gotta let Russ cook with those hot dogs and the cereal. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, I mean, he's playing like hot dog water at the moment, so he has to play like some filet mignon right now.
Yes. Now this game, Bills, Bucks. I'm just gonna say this, Bucks.
That's all. Oh wait, I have a little statement. Mr. Jebediah. Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. He will annihilate the Bills and will take the Bucks on a near Super Bowl run. He's leading the every quarterback in yards and touchdowns this season. MVP run, Tom Brady, best quarterback ever. Gulk 3000. Let's go to the next game.
All right. I agree with you on everything you just said. And Gulk 3000. All right, Bears. Packers. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say Aaron Rodgers is going to win this game. Justin Fields, he's having a tough rookie season. Darnell Mooney has been the brightest spot on this offense, and David Montgomery as well. And I think the Packers are the better team. Aaron Rodgers owns them, so Packers on top.
I agree with you 100%. There's a name that I have not heard in a while. What happened to Tariq Cohen?
I think he's out. I think he's hurt.
That's why I was hurt all season because David Montgomery, okay, he's popping off, but Tariq Cohen, man, he was a little Darren Sproles. I have not seen him all. I mean, the Packers are going to.
I think he's out for the year.
Damn. I mean,
they got what's that guy's name? He was on the Chiefs. Damian Williams. They have him, and they got Khalil Herbert.
Okay. Well, and also the Packers is also scary too. They went at least like half the season without Jair Alexander, David Bakhtiari, and Zadarius Smith. So all three starters are coming back this week.
Exactly.
They got no shot.
Exactly. Packers on top. They're gonna win this game. That's an easy one. Let's move on to another division game on Monday night. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. I hope it is. I think the Cardinals are the better team. Kyler Murray's back. He played great last game. DeAndre Hopkins is back. He only had 2 catches, but he scored with one of them. James Conner been playing like a top 10 back this year. Zach Ertz was a good trade for them. He's been balling at the tight end spot, and their defense is no joke. And Rams, they won last game, but who they play? The Jaguars. Every time they play a good team, they've lost. And they already lost to the Cardinals once this year. They're going to lose again. I think the Cardinals are going to win. That Odell acquisition is just a box office move, according to me. And I think the Cardinals are the better team. Cardinals on top.
I 100% agree with that. I need the Cardinals to lose, not just for the Seahawks purpose, but also for the fact that the Cardinals have an automatic playoff spot. So if they win or lose, it benefits the Rams. And I really do not want the Rams to benefit with Jared Goff 2.0 and just their whole system of just because, honestly, they have a great defense, but their offense is very subpar. I mean, Cooper Kupp's great, but like it's not hard. You know what I mean? I've never been a Rams fan just because they also are our rivals, but I don't know, man. I just feel, and especially this is another scary thought, Steve. They have Trace McSorley as their QB2 now.
What about Colt McCoy? They still got Colt McCoy.
They do, but they signed Trace McSorley off the practice squad of the Ravens.
Yeah, so he's QB3.
No, but they moved him up to QB2 in one of the roster things that I saw. So it could have been something when Kyler was hurt where he just got bumped back down and they moved Colt McCoy up. Or it could be, hey, if we ever need like a – so remember how when Joe Flacco did that with Lamar Jackson when they were first?
Yeah.
So maybe if they started doing some like trick plays or something, I don't know. The Cardinals are just a great team overall. But overall, I just want the Rams to lose. I mean, they're very overrated. When you think about the Rams, all you hear is Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. It's just kind of
Von Miller, Odell, all superstars. That doesn't work in this league. It just doesn't work.
Exactly. So honestly, I just need them to lose so they can kind of get humbled. It is going to help the Seahawks out, but at one point I think we have to verse one of the two again or both of them. But
good luck to you.
Overall, Cardinals on top.
Yes. So that concludes Week 14 predictions with Jared and Rock Soldier. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming in today, Jared. Thank you for coming in today. It was a pleasure having you as my co-host today.
Oh,
Joseph is working now, so he can't.
He thinks he's better than us. It's okay.
Yeah, he thinks he's better than us.
Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone heard our messages, Jebediah. But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like on this video. Subscribe to Channel Avenue. Any last words, Jared?
Oh, comment who's the best quarterback in the NFL.
All right, that's easy. Jake Fromm. All right. Catch you guys later. RockSoldier72 signing off.
We out!